welcome to the men's chapter house. We're going to start off with standing position. He's going to grab double wrists and then work to open me up and basically get on the inside position. With the leaning down, it allows me to basically put my body pressure on the top of his head and chest, which gives me a measure of control. And here I'm just able to swoop up a headlock. Apparently that was a little bit more on his chin than on his neck. Apologies. Happens, unfortunately. Can't always feel if it's there. And then when you go to pull guard, it is harder to do when you don't have gi to grab on, so you don't have as many handles to help pull you down. If I'm pulling guard and no gi, I typically like to grab the head and basically the back of the bicep / tricep area, and then use that as the measure of control as I go down. Here you're going to see I'm going to work on getting that top position, and then using the front headlock position, and then my head on top of his chest as a measure of control. I use the front headlock position a lot, however, I oftentimes forget to make sure my chest is above their chest. When my head starts to droop to the same level and such, that is when they start to be able to beat me up in scrambles and stuff like that. So here you'll see I'm using the gift wrap style position, basically just to hold. Here I'm going to take his other arm and I'm going to try to flatten him back out onto his back. He doesn't want that to happen, so I'm just basically holding the gift wrap position, and here I'm just going to sit back and take his back, I believe. Not quite. I guess I'm going to drive it forward and then take that mount position. Getting him flat on his back is kind of like the goal here. When they are on their side, they get a little bit more power to do things. I used to think vice versa. However, when people are on their side, they have a higher chance of escaping. They can basically slide one of their legs over your legs. They can roll up into turtle. They can flatten out and then go back all the way to the other side. It allows for a lot more motion. Where when you are, chest to chest or securing that pin while they are flat on their back, this is a little bit tighter apparently, from recent discoveries, I should say. I used to think the other direction on this, so we're still working it, let's put it that way. And here you see he's trying to drive me forward, but I'm actually too high for his hips to do a whole lot here. And here he tries to rotate. He doesn't get enough power generated to be able to do anything successful with that rotation, and he gets caught in an armbar if I remember correctly. So then we reset. But when you're doing that kind of rotational, when someone's on high mount, it's almost easier to sneak out the back than it is to basically rotate their whole body, unless you're able to own their hips. If you own their hips, then it's easier just to rotate them than just try to sneak out the back. And silly gi pants always coming undone. So we get into another one, and here he grabs my wrists again and then works to getting on that inside position. As you see, he tries to go on the outside on this one, and then he comes right back to the inside, grabbing onto my hip. And I start to turn into him, and then once I turn into him, I change levels and then do a rolling takedown. That's like the same motion you would do for like if you were pulling guard and you wanted to end up on the top position. Same general concept, it's just at a different angle and a different time. When people shoot single legs at you, you can typically hit different throws. And here I'm going to use kind of like a 100% sweep. And you'll see here that I'm actually holding the top position by controlling the arm, but that's going to be the end of the round. hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned something. And hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright, guys.